how do we get to Mom's basement? So, we didn't get here with the plan.
Fuck away from me.
It's America, baby.
This is why I'm here.
He's a bully.
Guys, it's nice out, guys. Ready to start warming up.
It's just me. I'm fucking ready to snap.
There's a culture that you have in an MMA gym or MMA like fighters gym where you know, guys in here we're all chasing some sort of goal, you know, fighting in the UFC or whatever it is, whatever these guys are doing. Even the amateurs, they're just trying to get themselves one fight and they're putting everything into that. And there's like energy that kind of feeds off of that you know, I'm just lucky enough to have in my basement. So it's been pretty cool. So the most regular guy we got in the gym right now, a guy who's there every day, is Pete. He's a little wild at times, you know. He gets crazy.
Am I fucked up? We all want to be fast. Everyone wants to be fast. Fucking slow down. Throw a jab. Stop bending at your waist. Use your legs. Hands up. Yeah.
Oh, it makes you happy that way?
Yes!
Okay, cool.
You just get better. Because you need to get better.
Basically, when we moved to the basement is when we really started working. A little bit before that, and he's been a phenomenal MMA coach in general. But you know, when you really get that knowledge, and if you're open-minded and you listen to him, it's made me such a better fighter. So I'm really lucky to have him. He's here working. I mean, almost every day. I think 6 days a week. I think the only day we don't see him is on Saturdays. He's working with 3 or 4 different professional fighters, three different amateur fighters, and he's just, you know, making everybody around him better fighters, and is a good positive person to have in the community. So I'm super excited about him. Another fighter we have is Andrew Valdina. Andrew Valdina, me and him have been training together for the last couple of years now. He just transitioned to his professional career. I think he's 2-0 right now as a pro. Getting his 3rd fight coming up. Same thing with him, he's just grown so much, especially since we started the basement. He's been working on his striking with Pete, and I've seen him, I used to be his coach before that, and Pete's done a lot better things than I could do with him. So, you know, I'm really excited to see where he goes. He's been really good. Joe Poirier, who's one of Pete's original guys. Pete started working with Joe from the start. You know, Joe was talking shit at a party about he could beat up TJ Dillashaw, and then Pete was like, oh yeah, why don't you come learn, blah, blah. Come and learn from him, and next thing you know, I mean, Joe's making his professional debut pretty soon. Another person we have is Carlos Lozoya. Carlos Lozoya is a guy I met when I was in the military. So I met Carlos when I was stationed in Washington State, and when I was being a combat controller. I was stationed there, and he was stationed on Fort Lewis, which is an Army base right next to where the Air Force Base was. Me and him started working together. He was a really, really good wrestler. I didn't really have too much wrestling and jiu-jitsu at that point. He's the one who really made me grow my game to where it's at today. He moved to the East Coast with me out here. He's still training with me, and he's making his dream to make it to the UFC, and he's going to be right behind me.
Nice!
Yeah, so on Sundays, I like the vibe to be relaxed. You know what I mean? I like everybody to come in here and having a good time. I don't like it to be like, you know, a work day like you have during the week. Sometimes you do need the gym to be pretty disciplined, all right? And discipline doesn't mean you're not having fun, but discipline means you're here to work. You're here to accomplish goals. You're here to push each other. I feel like Sundays are more for enjoying just jiu-jitsu itself, enjoying training itself. Like, you don't have to be pushed if you don't want to be pushed. If you want to push this and go hard, you can go hard it. But you know, you want everybody in there having a good time, hanging out, conversating, talking to each other, bullshitting, you know, making fun of each other, having a good time. I think that's a big thing that's important. Is you know, remember that the gym is we do this for fun. It's not always all business. So you can expect some laughs for sure. Some characters down here. We got a lot of fighters down here with quite some big personalities. You got Pete down here. You got Valdina, Joe. I mean, there's a lot of guys down here that are gonna make you laugh. It's very comfortable down here compared to like a formal MMA gym. It's not too professional like a business. It's more relaxed. It's a gym. It's a fighter's gym, and I like that. I want to keep that energy going in here.